into it. What's going on, party people? Cheesecake the Sound Boy here. And today, I have a rather interesting internet inhabitant to bring to your attention. He is the Don Quixote of Instagram, our boy, Lil Poh. Let's get into it.
Why these white girls suicidal? Why these white girls suicidal?
So, first things first. Don Quixote is a 400-year-old book, and we're gonna hit some spoilers ahead. So, 400-year-old spoilers ahead. The subject of Don Quixote basically is this like medieval Deuterino who read a bunch of knight tales and got like super obsessed with the idea of being like the chivalric knight that his brain just like rotted out. Much like Quixote's tales of chivalry, Lil Poh has been diluted by the social media rags to riches story. It seems like tales of Lil Xans and the Suicide Boys of the world have basically inspired our man to set out on his own with barely a banger under his belt, believing that he can find his fame and success through his talent alone. What he fails to realize, tragically so, is that just like the tales of medieval knights, these stories are embellished at best and outright fantasy at worst. And much like Quixote's exasperated companion warning him to not charge the windmills, if you try to warn Lil Poh that, hey, maybe it might be a little bit easier to achieve your dreams through getting a job, you will be laughed off, and he has many a reason as to why he can't.
Yo, it's Poh life. To anyone who's saying, yo, get a job, you're lazy, do this, do that, and just making these ignorant suggestions, I worked and work my todays and yesterdays for what I want tomorrow. Why do you think I've been posting 2 to 20 videos every day for like 600 days? It's dedication. It'll pay off. I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in my artwork.
Most famous and successful artists have worked a shitty day job at some point in order to get themselves through. I mean, Lil Yachty worked at McDonald's. Tekashi 6ix9ine was a busboy. And Riff Raff even had a job painting cars in what was the kind of West Coast custom style that was popular in the Pimp My Ride era. He took the money that he made from painting cars and used it to fund his self-promotion and was able to establish a sort of following in Houston before he relocated with his own funds and resources to LA to be even more discovered by Dirt Nasty. The reason why I bring this up is that he used his resources that he acquired through other more mundane means and used it to fund his dreams. There's no failure in that. If anything, it's a greater success. So it's not outside the realm of possibility that you could get a job and achieve your dreams. I don't think he's a lazy guy. Does he think that he's selling out if he gets a day job? Now, this is where our 400-year-old spoilers come into play. I don't know how many of you actually finished Don Quixote or just finished a video about Don Quixote, but he dies at the end. After he loses himself, after he loses his identity, he just withers away in bed. And it kind of begs the question, what would happen if Lil Poh did decide to get a job? Would he stop being the ever positive ray of SoundCloud sunshine that he is? Or would he actually achieve his dreams? I mean, honestly, I think that if he got a day job, he would be able to fund his career a little bit better. I don't think it would be the death of Lil Poh. I mean, you can still be Poh with a job. I'm living it now. Honestly, though, I think if Poh did actually set down roots somewhere and actually decide to support himself through an alternative means of income, I think getting those resources together might also help people want to buy into it. I think if Poh had a day job, more people would be willing to help him because they see he's trying to help himself. As of now, though, a lot of his posts just consist of him explaining why he can't have a job or begging for a place to go or begging for a studio to be in. You know, man, studios don't really turn away hard, cold cash. And it shouldn't really be up to your supporters to come up with that cash for you. It just kind of seems like you're asking for a handout. You're almost asking for fame to fall into your lap. It doesn't matter how many times you tweet David Dobrik, that's not going to be the breakthrough that you need. Far more likely, if you started working at a service industry place, even as like a guy in the kitchen, you never know who you help out, or you never know who works with you. I mean, I, for one, waited on a few famous people. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to, be that guy. If you don't even give yourself a chance to have access to that type of social network, then you're kind of just doing yourself a disservice. You have to kind of look at it as like the amount of time that you're spending asking for help on social media. You could be working a job and having guaranteed income. And I get it, entry-level jobs fucking blow, but it's better than whatever pittance you get from your supporters on Instagram. I'm not saying he's a bad guy or even a bum. I think he's just deluded. I think that these stories of people blowing up overnight on social media have made him think that it's just that easy, and sometimes it is, but you have to kind of ask yourself after a certain point, is this the right way?
Yo, it's Poh Life. I'm in the room luckily tonight, thanks to y'all. Some of y'all at least. The rest of y'all have been relentless with this hatred. It's wild. How do you think I feel? I've been homeless 600 days almost, posting videos every day. I posted 2 to 20 videos every day in 2020 on all social media platforms. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, all that. You feel me? Like, I've been giving this artwork my everything for years now. And y'all are just relentless with the hatred. Where's the love? Where's the motivation? Empower people with your words. Bless their mind. You feel me? It's really...
And there's no shame in admitting that you were mistaken or that just the path you were on wasn't the correct path. It doesn't mean that all of that is for naught. This can still be a learning and constructive experience. Winding up wherever you wind up, working the first job that'll take you, maybe that'll put you at the right place at the right time to meet the right people. Because more often than not, that's going to lead to success than tagging a bunch of people on Instagram or waiting for your next song to go viral. You know, if you're out there actively hustling, then not only will more people be willing to help you, but you put yourself in a position to be helped more often. In conclusion, I don't think that he will have the same fate as Don Quixote. I think our boy Lil Poh will at some point realize that there needs to be a change. Now, whether or not that change is going to come today, tomorrow, the next day, who knows? Either it's going to catch or he's going to figure something out. I've also tried to reach out to Lil Poh. Now, granted, at the time I reached out to him, things were a little up in the air and it was kind of hard to set up an interview, but I'm still working on trying to get that interview going. If you do want to check out his Instagram, you know, don't send hate his way, man, because he's not a bad person. He's just not made the best choices, and I don't think he deserves like death threats. Remember to like and subscribe, share around if you thought this was interesting. Got some other cool stuff working. I'm really excited about the next video, and stay safe out there, party people. Peace.